Is your pal Victor here. We're gonna go live. We're gonna do some sketching here on the live art draw. This is what we do. A couple times a week we go live, we do some live art, and it's fun times. And today we are gonna work on some return sketches, so that'll be fun. See how we can get that going. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. We're gonna put some music on in the background here. And we get this party started. All right. Again, hi. Let's see here. So, what are we gonna work on today? Let me see here. We are gonna work on a semicolon sketch today. So let me pull that out. See a few people showing up here. Feel free to like if you just showed up. Liking posts helps our stream grow. All right, and here's a visual for you. That's what we're gonna work on today. Put that back in my little area here. If you guys have any questions, or comments, feel free to speak up, say hello. I will answer you audibly here. JQ Collectible says, "What's up, Victor?" And yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're doing some live arting. So working on these sketches. Let me pull up the visual reference for the character I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna do a semicolon card. Semicolon Jason. Oh, you got a new name. That's cool, man. Yeah, we're working on returns this week, so I think we're probably gonna go live 3 times this week because I think we should have time to do that. So that should be fun. All right, we got 2 people in here hanging out. Okay, got my liquid death. Water of choice, murder your thirst. So let me take a big hit of that before we get this going. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Oma's Pop says hello. How you doing? Or do you like pops? I'm assuming if someone says pops, it's like, the toy pops. But yeah. You like pops? We like pops. All right. Let's figure this out here. Okay. Yes. Oh, what's your favorite pop? Or do you collect pops or sell them? All right. Let's get this going here. So this is a bookworm's return. Just get that out of the way. This is what they look like. The bubble has no coloring in it. I had forgotten about that. Oh, okay. So the character we're doing is Semicolon, which, if you know, he's kind of like Two-Face. So we're just gonna rough out some stuff right here. It's weird. I don't think I actually draw this character very much. I think I draw Split Kit more often and kind of get them confused in my head that they're the same character. But they're really different characters. I'm kind of doing the shapes here. Get the general shape here because, I'm not trying to copy the card exactly. Just trying to do my version that's pretty close to the original. That's usually the way I roll. But still give it my own flavor. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of returns this week. As we all know, this set just came out. I didn't do a ton of returns for it, but I did a small amount. So you're gonna see me do those, which are always fun. I feel like there's something nice about seeing a return sketch get made. At this rate, I'm thinking I'm probably the only artist who even has Bookworms returns left. Everyone else sold theirs ahead of time. Mr. Kimball says, "Hey Victor, how's it going? It's going pretty good." Almost Pop says, "Love to see Atom Bomb has the Mandalorian drawing." That's an interesting mashup. It's going all right. Just working on some return sketches here for Bookworms. Other than that, not too much. Here we go, like doing a semicolon, which I was saying earlier, I feel like I've probably only drawn this character like a handful of times, which for as long as I've been doing GPK, that seems pretty rare. You know, versus somebody like Atom Bomb, who I've lost track of how many times I've drawn that character, probably upwards of 100 or more. But this guy, if this is like the third or fourth time I've drawn him, I wouldn't be surprised. And the collector who bought this was very insistent that my sketch not look quote unquote half-assed. So if somebody thinks that I don't know if somebody thinks my sketches looked half-assed or if he was just being funny. It was very weird. I'm like, send him a message like, the sketch will not look half-assed. I will use my whole ass. I'm like 95% sure at this point the guy's gonna flip the sketches with it though, but what can you do, you know? That being said, it will not stop me from using my whole ass to do the sketch. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you prefer that I use my whole ass when I do a sketch or the half-assed method? I don't know. This is me trying to spin an insult into a comedy bit. Right? Alright, let's see here. And he's watching now, probably. Psycho Cop as a GPK would be cool. Do you mean Maniac Cop? Kind of crazy, to be honest. Obviously, they know your style. I know, right? Although, it's weird because I do think there's some people who just, like, get into this, hey, what's up, JQ Lantern? Get into this mindset that they just want a return sketch, and it doesn't matter who they get it from. I have had that happen a couple times. It does bear on you for a while. I do think that's probably why I limited my commissions of late, but yeah, I'm trying to get back into it, you know. I think there's at least 3 JQs in who come here, or variation of those initials. It's very funny. When's Inktober starting? It's starting in October, so we still got a while. But I am actually gonna do it this year. So that should be fun. October's gonna be a super busy month too. Like I'm doing what? Doing Son of Monster Palooza October 13th through 16th, I think. We're doing a horror movie marathon thing on October 22nd. We're doing a DJ night vendors market on the 29th. We're doing another movie event on the 8th. So yeah, like I got like one free weekend that month. It's gonna be crazy. Eight people in here. What up, everybody? Feel free to like the chat if you're enjoying what we're doing here. What would you guys, would you rate this a half-assed or full-assed? I'm gonna give it 2 3/4 asses. I think it's coming out pretty good so far. Yeah, October's the busy time. Alright, that one's a little faded. I'm gonna go over that again with this one. Thanks, guys. Alright, we're doing this. What up, Blunimus? How's it going? Yeah, and I did just get paid for bookworms like today. That's how long it takes to get paid for these sets sometimes. It's like, oh, look, there's a check in the mail from Topps. Which makes me think I need to redo my direct deposit, because that's like the second time in a row they've sent me a check instead of like just paying me through direct deposit. So doing all the flesh tones over here. No, it's like any freelance job. It's like net 60. So you do the work and then they have like 2 months to pay you. It's pretty common anytime you do freelance work for entertainment stuff. Net 60 is kind of on the long side. If you ever do freelance work for an entertainment company and they want to do net 90 or net 120, don't take the job. That means they don't have any money. Because if it takes them literally like a third of 3 months to pay you, I mean, that's like way too long. If you ever get one that does net 30, like, make those people gold, because that's the best you can ever hope for in a freelance gig. I used to do a lot of work for Sony, and they were like net 45 or net 30. I was like, please give me all the work. All right. zooming out so you can see the whole thing like that. Sometimes when you zoom in, you're like, whoa, that's not looking as good as it should be. But it is. And again, this is cards top stock. I will say the stock for bookworms is a little better than stock from some of the other sets of recent memory. So this Copic, I don't think it's bled through too much yet. Maybe a little bit right there. Usually Copic shouldn't bleed through at all, but you know, it's all based on the stock. I'm surprised the Prismacolor is as dark as it has been here. Is this a commission piece? Yes, it is. I do have blanks. They're not available right this second. Just because I'm working on some other stuff for tops, so I'm just kind of doing the commissions I have right now. And if I have some time, I'll make some commissions available. But right now, I don't have the time. Maybe later in the month. I will do some like unofficial stuff on the stream probably at some point this week, and that'll be available. Just I don't want to get too locked down with commissions because I've had some bad. This is a switch over commit. This was supposed to be a commission for vacation, and I switched it over because the person was being very difficult. So I wouldn't say that. I'll say the situation has been very difficult, and people are gonna behave the way they're gonna behave, you know. So I'm just trying to alleviate a scenario, but I do have some people who have real bookworms commissions that I'm going to work on for that are awesome. And you're going to see some of those this week, like Jason, who's awesome. Basically, my job is to try to make people happy with what they do, you know? I will tell you, folks, when you're really busy, burnout is real. There's Jason hanging out. Yeah, Jason's been waiting for his bookworms commissions for a minute, and we're going to do a great job on those because I'm excited to work on them. Oh, nice. All right, so let me zoom out here. That looks pretty cool so far. So now we're going to do the hair. Put that there so you can see it while I fuck around with the colors. Some of my markers have tight lids because I've had to travel with them recently, so just getting the lids off is a little bit of a problem. See, in the original card, there's a lot more hair on this side of semicolon, and I think it looks stupid, so I'm just gonna do a cool monster-esque like Two-Face thing because I think that will look cooler. Definitely changing it up. You know, because I feel like this is something that a whole ass effort would include me making it my own. All right. All right. Definitely have kind of a Rick and Morty vibe about it now. You see the shake screen for a second, that's usually me hitting the phone so I can see the comments in case I missed one. I don't think it shakes that much, but just in case you're wondering why it's shaking, that's usually the reason. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do that over here a little bit. Alright, what do you guys think of that so far? And I'm shrinking it down so you could see the piece in context. Sometimes when you zoom in on something that's only a couple of inches wide, you're like, that doesn't look good. You know what's funny is, like, I remember for a minute it seemed a lot of people were starting to do this thing, but I haven't seen anybody do it in a while. I don't know, I think it's cool. I'll keep doing it for as long as I can, you know? Because I find it interesting. I like seeing process. And my girlfriend's trying to get me to do this on TikTok, like the time-lapse kind of ones. I do think since I've started doing this, I've gotten much faster in general at sketching. That's kind of how I feel about it. You know, like I can just, like, you know, start doing it and not really think about it all that much, and it's coming out good, you know? Because I'm drawing, I'm reading your responses, you know, I'm talking. It's a whole process of doing this kind of stuff, so I'm glad you guys enjoy it, you know. There was a point where I could only walk and chew gum at the same time. Now I can kind of walk, chew gum, draw, run a live stream. Just kidding. No, actually I'm not. That's pretty accurate, to be honest. Alright, and then here. Alright, let's do some hair highlights over here. So here's another behind the scene thing. Sometimes you see my hand disappear off the page. It's because I'm testing the colors over here to make sure it's the right color I want to use. Because, sometimes you get older and you're like, how did that look again? I would just want to make sure that's the right color. So, yeah, the reason I always use these big sheets is so I can check my palette in the corner. If I was doing paintings, I would just do a color rough, and then I'd know the colors I have to use ahead of time. But I'm not doing that, so. Alright, getting there. Alright, let's do this horn here. Let's put this up here. Let's put away a couple colors, just for the sake of making my life easier. The awesome Jaws piano. Yeah, it's if I feel like I saw somebody pull one of my triptychs in one of the groups the other day for this new series. It was the Crypt Keeper and Grim Jim hanging out, and like instantly they were selling it. I wasn't even tagged in the post. I just happened to see it. They're just like, I pulled this hit from Bookworms. How much? Yeah, it's like for a minute there were a couple people who were buying all my officials right from the get-go, and the only times you'd see them come up would be if those people decided to sell them. So that's why I've been hold on to them for a minute. Since if I don't really need the money to sell them, I can have stuff to offer to people who've been looking for one for a while. Alright, let's see here. But I'll probably do that at some point. I just haven't done it yet. I don't have a waiting list like some people do, because I don't like chasing people down if they don't. I did it for a minute when I first started, because I sold all my officials at first really fast. They're like, oh, put me on your list. And then when I would hit them up, they'd be like, I don't think so. I'm like, all right, I don't know why you wanted to be on the list then. Kind of made me feel dumb, so I stopped doing it just because of that. I don't like chasing people for money, I figure if people are actually interested, they'll get some unofficials, or they'll hit me up when a new set comes out. I'm gonna start listing sketches on my eBay account too, just because I've been neglecting that, so I need to get back in the swing of things. Alright, so this is where we're at right now on here. He's looking pretty good. So we'll just start adding some details in with the pen here. Just making sure you guys can see. This is a number 1 micron. This tends to be my line width of choice for doing details, although sometimes I go to an 0.5 microliner. The upside of using this is that I can get some really tiny lines in here and then something really thick. Like that, it's like thick and then bubbly. Thick, bubbly. You know, if you ever have extra, I'll take some. Who actually made this character? I think he's from like OS1, so I'm guessing he might be a OS1 or 2, so he's probably a pound character. LOL, I asked an artist to do drawing in April and still waiting. Oh, it sucks. Sometimes it happens, though. That's why I'm trying not to take on too many commissions when I already have stuff going on. Because I'd rather just knock them out and get them done, you know? You know, not like, again, I'm not half-assing it. I just don't like making people wait a long time, you know? Which, like I said, is also influenced. Oh, okay. Really? Why did I think he was more recent? Um, he's from '87, so I think he's early, you know, but I don't know how early. Wow, this song's dumb. I like this Japanese trap music background when there aren't dumb lyrics in it. Yep, that seems about right. Thank you, Freight Train Drifter. Series 9, 1987. We were all right. Dude, that's crazy if you think about it, that they were already in Series 9 in 1987 since GPK started in what, like 85? I remember having Garbage Pail Kids in 1985. That's right. I'm not young. That looks pretty good. Watch me have to edit this in the creator center because of that stupid rapping noise. Sometimes when you watch these in playback, like I'll be talking, then it'll be some random song for 2 minutes because I'll get a copyright thing because of the music on YouTube in the background. Then it just suddenly turns into random music for a minute and a half, then back to me talking. Which is a good reason to catch these live. Alright, let's finish this up here. I don't mind waiting. If it's one thing this pandemic has caused is to learn you're going to wait on stuff regardless about it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I look at things because I'll pre order things and wait for like months. One of the things that happened during the lockdown or subsequent is, this set, Vacation, was supposed to come out like months ago. And not this set, there's a set that I drew like, I'm going to say like a year plus ago, probably longer, called Vacation. And most artists when they are doing this, they'll pre-sell their returns because it's guaranteed money. It's good for vacation and bills and all that stuff. And what ended up happening is because all the mills in America oversold their paper, this this set got delayed, and I think it's supposed to come out in September now. But some people were reaching out like, "Hey, I want a refund and all this stuff," and it's like, like I'm not a bank. When you pre-order something, it's not like especially art. It's not like you can get your money back on that. And so I've tried to find other ways of doing that because it's not like it's held in a trust. When you buy the thing, we had to sign a contract with Tops that we'd send our returns back. Fortunately, there's a lot of artists who ignored that and just sent their returns to the person right after they were done. So because of that, I would get emails like, "Oh, so and so already sent me their returns," and I'm like, "But see, this is why I wouldn't do that because you're bragging and telling the name of the person who broke the rule to me. How do you know I wouldn't do that? Like, I wouldn't, but like, I don't want my name thrown in a conversation with another artist who did this. Because then I won't get any more work from Tops, and then you're making that artist look sus and all this stuff. So what ended up happening is when Bookworms came out, like Jason and a couple other people hit me up like I'd like a return. I was like, I'm kind of, this vacation scenario kind of burned me. I'll do one for you because I know you're cool, but like I didn't open up returns to other people just because I wasn't sure I wanted to do it because I had such a bad experience with people being abusive about like wanting their money back and all this stuff. Because if you've even been on this stream for a little while, you guys know that I do art and art events for a living. It isn't like this is like my side gig. Yeah, exactly. I'm not that person, but some people weren't cool about it, and like I found ways of making it all right, for them. So like, okay, cool, but like, when I do open up, you know, when I do open up commissions again, certain people who were abusive during the scenario probably won't get another commission from me again because it was very stressful to deal with. And there's ways to deal with things that are good for everybody, especially when people are trying to make good with you. Because you can always choose who to work with. But that's neither here nor there. What we're doing now is making some art for people. So I apologize for that, segue. I'm sure it wasn't, the best thing to talk about. Thank you. Yeah, I try to make all my sketches look awesome, or as some would say, whole-assed. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that somebody telling me like, you better make that sketch not half-assed really pissed me off. So I'm flipping that to try to make it funny, but I am taking the piss out of it. gonna add some gray highlights here. But yeah, just as a words to the wise, if you ever tell an artist, hey, by the way, don't make it look half-assed, be prepared to find yourself not getting work from that artist again. All right, let's do background here. Where's my salmon? Salmon, character color I like. All right, now we're gonna do a little corona around the guy. Corona means outline. Usually, it's what I mean when I. All right, let me see if I still have a tops pen. Yeah, I do. It's funny, I'm working on a set for tops right now, and they did not send me the tops pen. So after a while, I think they just expect you to keep them. I can't even remember the last time I used this pen to sign something. It's funny. If you don't know what when I say tops pen, what I mean is, oops, knocked my planner on the floor. This is the tops pen. They send you one every time you do a set, and that's the only pen you're allowed to sign your official cards with. Up until recently, they just stopped sending them. Let's do a frame around this. You've watched several what? Sketches? Or of these videos? Oh, of your vids, and you do awesome work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I would like for somebody to tell me like an example of a sketch that I quote unquote half-assed. All right. So that's this guy. He's done. I like him though. He came out good. All right. So I'm going to do another one because it's only 5:30. Or at least I'll get started on another one because I want to end on a positive note. Alright, so I'll send that to whoever. Alright, Frankenstein. Oh, that's clever. Charlotte Webb for the book, that's right. Alright, Frankenstein. See if that's the one I want to do right now. Oh, this one, it did come out pretty good. I dig him. Alright. I know, I like the black border. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'll be happy to mail that one off to its owner. This is one I need to like put on eBay this week or something. This is a Kane Hodder Jason signed Jason sketch I did. I keep meaning to and I just forget. Alright, so we're gonna work on a trash can. This is also from Bookworms. For some reason the trash cans have a different color than the base cards. I don't understand why that is. I'm sure somebody does. Alright, so last look at this guy. He came out cool. Alright. I'm not going to use this pencil. So if you don't know what this is, oh, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you were able to check this one out live. Yeah, YouTube is really random. If you guys can, when you subscribe, hit the bell icon and you'll usually be notified when I go live. So if you guys don't know, this is a shaped card. I think you get these in certain boxes, but basically they're like shaped like things. So usually this is the one that's in every set. It's shaped like a trash can. And the other shaped one is usually based on the set. Like Bookworms' shaped card is like a book, like an open book. So this one you're just kind of supposed to pretend, you know, it's whatever. It's just what's inside the trash can, like X-ray vision. All right. So this one is for Jason. I'll try to keep it on the page as much as I can. I'm doing a wide shot. Yeah, I will, like I said, I'll probably open up some more returns since I just got a message about it. It's just going to be once I get a little less busy. So I'll message you and we'll figure it out. Yeah, maybe I'll message you like later this week once I finish up the returns I got to do on the stream, and then I'll probably have some more time because I'm not gonna show what these are, but these are all the ones I got to do for tops right now for a set I'm working on for them. So once I finish those, then I can probably feel better about taking some commissions on. These are all the ones I did last week. I just put them in a thing. They're for somebody, but I just had some of these tops cases, so he's getting a tops case since he, whatchamacallit, got so many. So yeah, I'll zoom in on this in a minute once I get just the proportions down. But yeah, I feel safe in saying this is the only stream where you'll consistently get to see officials being made. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. I think Chrome is going to come out in a week or two, then Vacation. I know there's a Lucha Libre set I did like a year ago that hasn't come out yet either. That's not a top set, it's somebody else is doing it. I'm just working on a lot of stuff right now for a lot of different companies. So I don't do the crack in the side of his head anymore because I don't like those cracks. So now I just do a little scar thing. To me, I feel like that's a good middle ground. I hate those, like, legal settlement with, Cabbage Patch Kids things where it's like, oh, now you need to show cracks so people know they're plastic dolls and not Cabbage Patch dolls. I don't think anybody ever thought the Garbage Pail Kids were Cabbage Patch dolls. I always just thought of them as fucked up children. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is a good thing for the crowd. Did you ever think Garbage Pail Kids were supposed to be stuffed dolls or just like little fucked up monster kids? I always thought they were like monster kids until they started doing that cracks thing. Oh, okay. Alright, let me zoom out again. I'm going to change the shape of his cheek here. It looks a little not as round as I want it to be. There we go, that's better. Yeah. So you know how you have those Origins comics coming out, which are Jeff Zapata's headcanon of what GPK is supposed to be. So to me, Frankenstein is Atom Bomb after his head exploded and they just made him into a Frankenstein monster because, this is right where the thing goes off. So a lot of times when there's a bunch of unofficial sketches I've done where Frankenstein's head is exploding because to me he's Atom Bomb and he just can't contain the power. I don't know. I think that makes sense to me. So that's kind of the story I go with. Plus, he has the same blue coat as Atom Bomb. So that's always what I kind of do as my head canon, if you've ever heard that phrase. You have tracking. Hang on. Let me answer a thing real quick. Let me answer this message really quick. Today. All right. Just had to answer that. Yeah, just give me a minute here. I'm not gonna too much on the lettering because I'm gonna do this and oh, I need to look at that biohazard symbol. Oh yeah, there it is. Like a bio, like he's in a trash can at a biohazard facility. And do a little popsicle there too, like the one from Trick or Treat. And a soda can. Some goo. All right, so that's kind of what that looks like now. So we've got the trash can lid, and then there's his head, some wrappers, a soda can, a bio waste thing, the lollipop from Trick or Treat, spine, and this is gonna be green goo. The rest is gonna be like, you know, brown marker stuff. And then, yeah, so that'll be cool. But we're about an hour in, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up right there, and then I will be back tomorrow and we'll work on some more sketches then at 4:30. So I'm gonna set that up once this is over, and it'll be a good time. And yeah, guys, I think tomorrow we actually might go long because you know, my girlfriend's doing this seminar thing for the rest of the week. So she's going to be there at the hotel for that. So I won't be doing anything. I'll probably just order a pizza and just late and just do these streams later on so we can get more in. And we'll see how I feel. I think I might do a dealer's choice sometimes this week. If you don't know what that is, it's when I draw whatever I want on one of my unofficials, and then you can buy it for like 25 plus shipping. But you know, it's just finished and you don't get to pick what it is. So that's why it's called dealer's choice. He's like, that looks cool, I'll buy it. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for tuning in, and peace out. Have a good night, and later, Gators.